many times have you told yourself, I will start tomorrow. Next week, I will really do it. I just need to wait for the right moment. But that moment never came. You know what's good for you, and yet you keep choosing the easy way out. Why? Why do we know exactly what we should do, but still don't do it? For centuries, survival meant saving energy and avoiding risk. Your brain has only one job: to keep you safe. That doesn't mean it wants you to be happy. That doesn't mean it wants you to be successful. That doesn't mean it wants you to reach your full potential. No, your brain just wants you to survive. And for thousands of years, surviving meant one thing: avoiding unnecessary effort and staying where it's safe. Back in the ancient times, humans needed conserves energy. It wasted too much of it, your change of survival dropped. So the brain developed a system to protect you from effort. Need to do something hard? Your brain says, do it later. Rest is safer. Want to try something new? Your brain says, that's a no. Stay where you are. Have a difficult challenge ahead? Your brain says, that's too much energy. Postpone it. And now, thousands of years later, your brain still works the same way. A quick reminder, 91% of the viewers aren't subscribed. If you're finding this video helpful, subscribe helps the channel grow and allows me to keep sharing valuable insight. But here is the problem. We don't live in the ancient world anymore. We do not need to save every ounce of energy, but our brain still acts as if we do. So you choose the easy way, not because you're lazy, not because you lack discipline, but because your brain thinks it's protecting you. And that's why we stay stuck. But there is something even deeper happening. And it's not just about energy conservation. It's also about fear. Fear of failure. Fear of change. Fear of the unknown. You and I, we all have self-image. A certain way we see ourselves. Maybe you see yourself as someone who isn't disciplined. Maybe you have always believed that you don't have the willpower. Maybe you feel safe in your current routine, even if it makes you miserable. At the moment you try to break free, when you attempt something that doesn't match your current identity, resistance kicks in. The brain says, this isn't who we are. This feels wrong. This is uncomfortable, and that discomfort, it feels like a warning sign. So you pull back and you procrastinate. You choose the easy way, not because you don't want to change, but because change requires you to let go of who you used to be, and that is terrifying. But here is something that no one tells you. Your mind and your action must align. If your mind is in sync with your body and behavior, you will never achieve what you want. And that is where most people fail. They say they want success. They say they want change. They say they want to be healthier, wealthier, and happier. But deep down, they don't believe it's possible for them. They don't actually believe they can be successful. They don't actually believe they can make money. And they don't actually believe they can change. And if you don't believe it, how are you going to act on it? How are you going to chase something that isn't meant for you? And this is why most people never even try. If your thoughts and your actions aren't aligned, you will always self-sabotage. You will make excuses, you will procrastinate, and you will tell yourself, maybe later. But the truth is, if you don't believe in your own success, you will never take the steps to achieve it. So before you even try to change your habits, you need to change what you believe about yourself. And I know exactly how that feels. For 5 years, I told myself, I want to start a YouTube channel. Every time I felt it, every time I knew deep down, this is what I should be doing. And yet, I never did. When I finally started in June 2024, I realized something, and it was unbelievable hard. I had to push myself through every step, sitting down to script, turning on the camera, speaking with confidence, overcoming my fear of being seen, facing the fear that people might think I wasn't good enough. Every single time, I had to fight my own resistance. I had to force myself to get up, sit down, and film. I had to push through the thoughts that told me, you are not ready. And I had to shut down the doubt that said, what if people don't like you? And the hardest part? It took bravery more than I ever expected. No one tells you how vulnerable it is to put yourself out there. No one tells you how terrifying it is to let people see with your flaws. But here is what I realized. Once you post your first videos, once you step into the fear, it stops being scary. It becomes normal, and then you look back and think, why did I wait so long? Because the truth is, fear is just a closed door, and we waste so much time and energy standing in front of that door, just too afraid to open it. But the longer you wait, the more fear eats you alive. You could stand there forever, you could let that fear control you for the rest of your life. But nothing will change until you step through it. No one is going to save you, no one is coming to push you, and no one is going to make the decision for you. It's up to you. Just you. And the longer you wait, the more opportunities you miss. There is a quote that has stuck with me. Easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. The easy way feels nice now, but makes life harder later on. The hard feels painful right now, but makes life easier in the long run. And this applies to everything. Working out is hard, but being unhealthy and unhappy is harder. Investing in your dreams is hard, but living with regret is harder. But staying stuck is even harder. Which heart do you choose? Now it's up to you. What is one thing you have been putting off? That thing you know you need to do, but you just keep avoiding. What if you made a different choice today? What if you just have started now? Because let me be honest, a year from now, you will look back at today and you will say, I'm so glad I did it. Or, I wish I had started. Your future's in your hands. And it starts with the decision you make today. The easy way or the hard way. Which one will you choose? If this resonated with you, check out my other video where I go deeper into how you can break free from bad habits and start action towards your goals.